What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing my picks for the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona International Speedway. This is the last race before the playoffs take place, so not only do we have a chance to see someone get their first win of the season, we also will see 3 drivers, or 5 drivers technically, trying to compete to make the playoffs. This includes Jimmie Johnson, William Byron, Matt DiBenedetto, Eric Jones, and also Clint Bowyer, who will all be trying to compete their way into the playoffs. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the picks for this week. We're going to start off with the suck pick. So, who is going to suck this weekend? The suck pick for me is going to be Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. historically, especially on the super speedway races, usually he tends to struggle. He never usually contends up front, and he has never won a race on the super speedways. And I do not expect Martin Truex Jr., even though he will be starting up front at Daytona this weekend, I do not think Martin Truex Jr. is going to run very well this weekend here at Daytona International Speedway. Now into the underdog pick. Who is my underdog pick? Or the driver who tends to surprise this weekend? The underdog pick for me is going to be Michael Mcdowell. Michael Mcdowell tends to run really well here on the super speedway races, and Ford is historically very, very good at Daytona International Speedway. Michael Mcdowell has ran very well historically at these races, all the super speedway races. He's ran up front historically well, and with the Roush Gates engines that they have, I think they are going to run very, very well here at Daytona International Speedway. And now we get into the winner's pick for this weekend. So anyway, who is going to get the win this weekend here at Daytona International Speedway? Now, this is one I've had a very difficult decision in making, but I wanted to do a fun one for this weekend. My winner's pick for this weekend, and get ready for this one, my winner's pick for this weekend's race at Daytona International Speedway is going to be none other than Jimmie Johnson. You heard that right. Jimmie Johnson has had a lot of momentum building up, especially since coming back and driving that wide rally scheme at the Daytona Road Course. He's finished no worse than 7th since driving that wide rally scheme. And not only that, historically, Jimmie Johnson has ran really well at super speedway races. He's won like 4 or 5 super speedway races in his time. He's won Daytona multiple times, and I think that Jimmie Johnson is going to have a very good shot at winning. I don't know if their goal is to not completely win, their goal is to make it in on points, but if we're going to be honest with ourselves, I think Jimmie Johnson is going to finally win. He's also going to win in front of fans, since fans are going to be allowed to come to Daytona International Speedway. I think Jimmie Johnson, finally, after not winning for 3 years, not winning since Dover in 2017, Jimmie Johnson, I think, is finally going to break through and get his first win in 3 years in front of a great crowd at Daytona International Speedway. Of course, hoping that the weather does not come and affect the race, since the race could get moved to Sunday if weather does affect the outcomes of the race. So those are my picks. Suck Truex, underdog Michael McDowell, and winner Jimmie Johnson. Now, who are drivers that you need to watch out for at this weekend's race at Daytona International Speedway? There are many of them. A lot of them being the drivers that are not currently locked into the playoffs. You need to watch out for Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth, historically, at super speedway races, is very underrated. He has won at Daytona a couple times and Talladega a couple times. He's very good on the super speedway racetracks. That's one guy you need to watch out for. Another guy you need to watch out for is Ryan Newman. Yes, Ryan Newman did have a very, very bad crash at Daytona last time we were there. But remember, before he crashed, Ryan Newman was leading. And he's been a contender the last couple races, especially in the super speedways. Watch out for Ryan Newman this weekend. But everyone has their sight set on one major driver for this weekend, and that is Ricky Senhouse Jr. Ricky Senhouse Jr. historically on the super speedway racetracks tends to be really, really fast. Yes, he makes some really gutsy moves, and his moves can be controversial, but I do think that Ricky Senhouse Jr. is a guy that you're going to have to watch out for here at Daytona International Speedway. Also watch out for Chris Buescher as well. I think anyone who's below the cutoff line who is going to be really desperate is going to try to go out there and win the race. But those are the guys to watch out for. And yeah, we're going to Daytona this weekend. We've got one race of the playoffs take place, and then the playoffs begin. It's crazy to think this is actually the cutoff race. Going to see a lot of chaos, going to see a lot of drama. I am extremely excited for this weekend's race at Daytona International Speedway. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn notifications so you'll be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links description below for that. And comment below your thoughts on today's video. What do you think about my picks? Who do you think is going to suck? Who do you think is the underdog? Who do you think is going to win today's race? Not today's race, Saturday's race. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.